always interesting that we're in this part of the world where the great monotheistic religions coexist, not always peacefully, but nonetheless they live side by side. The people of the Islamic faith, the people of the Jewish faith, and the people of the Christian faith. And we have our separate beliefs, and this church right here really distinguishes the Christian faith from the others. That we believe the Word became flesh, that God came into the world as a man, first as an infant baby, in order for us to know the way to the Father even more clearly. It's interesting in the Gospel, when the angels appear, they always say there was fear among those who see the angels. The greatness, the holiness, the glory is just, Scripture tells us that it's something that makes the human person shake because we're not used to that type of vision. But with Christ, it was another way. It was a way by which, again, God descended upon us so that we can look upon Jesus and not have that fear. That he could speak to us in a way that we can listen and follow and grow and not always tremble in a sense. It was a way in which God made his connection with humanity in a way that we could understand it. And we can make that bridge between this life and the next, which Christ came. It all began, again, with his birth. And it was a birth in a peaceful place, out in the shepherd fields, out in the middle of the night, in a humble surroundings, in a humble family. And that's the way we are called to live our lives, in humility, knowing who we are, knowing our strengths and our weaknesses, and ultimately allowing God to take our lives, to show us his grace, to give us his grace, to do the things that we are called to do as his followers. And we follow his Son, the one who spoke to us, the one who grew up as a man and speak of peace, love of neighbor, praying for enemies, offering his body and blood as food, saying he will have to go to Jerusalem in order to be taken and then rise again. All these profound things that we have in our faith and our scriptures all happen here in this region that will carry back home to our homes in the United States and hopefully help them to grow even stronger within our minds and our hearts to know what it truly means to be a disciple of Christ, to be a people of peace, love, mercy, but also of truth. In the Western world, unfortunately, unbelief, indifferentism is growing. Faith has to counter that with the word and example of Christ.